In 2026, a new war in the Middle East suddenly erupted, and this may only be the beginning of a much larger game. Right now, the Middle East is still on fire. The United States and Israel have launched direct military strikes against Iran. Iran has retaliated with missile attacks, and the conflict has already entered its second month. Oil prices have surged past $105 a barrel, and the world is holding its breath. Yet this isn't just another Middle East war. It's part of a much larger pattern, a pattern that connects Iran, Venezuela, and even a Hong Kong billionaire's port business in Panama. These events look completely unrelated, but they're all pieces of the same strategic playbook. And once you see the pattern, you'll understand what America is really trying to protect. Let's start with something simple. America's global actions are not random, not emotional, not personal. They're about protecting two pillars that keep the United States at the center of the world. Number one, control over energy pricing. Number two, control over global logistics and trade routes. When these rules benefit the U.S., Washington talks about a rules-based international order. When they don't, the rules get rewritten. So why target Iran? Why pressure Venezuela? Why interfere with a port in Panama? Because all of them share one thing in common. They're moving away from the U.S. dollar. Iran trades oil using non-dollar currencies. Venezuela does the same. And certain Asian business groups are building logistics networks outside American influence. Meanwhile, Saudi Arabia, with far more oil, is untouched. Why? Because Saudi oil is still priced in dollars. Here's the twist most people don't realize. America is already the world's largest oil producer. It doesn't need more oil. What it does need is for the world to keep buying oil in dollars. Because as long as oil is priced in dollars, every country needs dollars. And as long as every country needs dollars, America stays powerful. This is not an oil war. This is a currency war. But here's where things get interesting. Oil is no longer the only engine of the global economy. Electric vehicles, battery storage, smart manufacturing, renewable energy. These technologies are shifting the world away from oil. And the supply chains for these technologies are not controlled by the United States. If the world moves too quickly into this new energy era, America's old advantages begin to fade. This is why the U.S. is so sensitive about Middle Eastern stability, because instability keeps oil essential, and essential oil keeps the dollar essential. The logic is simple. If the Middle East is unstable, oil prices stay unpredictable. If oil stays unpredictable, countries remain dependent on the dollar. If they depend on the dollar, their manufacturing costs rise. And if their costs rise, their economic growth slows down, especially in Asia. Japan, South Korea, India, and Southeast Asian countries such as Vietnam, Thailand, Malaysia, Indonesia, and the Philippines, if their import costs are pushed up, their economic growth slows down, and their ability to invest in R&D and upgrade into new energy and high-tech industries gets choked. This buys America time to catch up in the new energy race. You might wonder why China isn't on this list. It's because China already has a complete ecosystem in new energy, manufacturing, and supply chains. China is running the fastest on the new era track, and the United States knows that simply manipulating oil prices can no longer slow China down. Now let's talk about Panama. Recently, under U.S. pressure, the Panamanian government moved to take back a port operated by a Hong Kong-based conglomerate. Why would America care about a port in Central America? Because ports, canals, and shipping lanes are no longer just business assets. They're strategic choke points. Whoever controls logistics controls global trade, and whoever controls global trade controls leverage. So yes, even a private company can become a geopolitical target. We're entering a new era, an era where treaties matter less and raw power matters more. Who can protect a shipping lane? Who can block it? Who can guarantee their ships pass while their rivals' ships don't? These are the questions that will define the next decade. The old rules are fading. The new competition has already begun. And the countries that understand this shift will shape the future.